At the first anniversary of the shooting. I'm kind of surprised your family is letting me do this for this service, but I'm glad they are. I believe in you so much, and people need to know, like they really need to know. It's weird sitting up here and seeing everyone from this angle. It's weird to see everyone looking at me. They look okay, really, considering your dad is holding your mom's hand, so maybe that yelling I heard was a one-time thing. And Teddy looks like he would much rather be on his phone because, well, he would much rather be on his phone. So maybe he's less concerned that the entire concept of Jesus Ina would ruin his life. I wish Camille weren't here, though. I don't even get why she comes to church if she's going to be so rotten the rest of the week. Look at her upper lip up like she's judging the altar flowers even. I guess it's not great to be hating on someone from the choir stall, but remember how that girl just seemed dangerous even back in middle school, even before you died, before she threatened to tell everyone about you and Jake. Geez, Kirsty, I hope I'm doing the right thing, but I have to. You get that, right? You knew you had a message to get out into the world. Now that's up to me. Reverend Henry doesn't look happy. I wish he would just retire and make it official. I wish we had had a less old school pastor during all this. Can you imagine? Someone who could have actually known the kids he was eulogizing. Someone who would listen when I told him I thought you were more than just special. The only reason he's letting me talk at this service is the head elder is friends with my mom. That feels cheesy, but you do what you have to do. I'm glad I wore this dress, the gray all-time favorite. It makes me feel more confident the way it fits around the ribs. It's like a shield protecting me from all these eyes. Deep breaths. I got this. Okay, here go. A year ago today, my heart broke, and I haven't been able to sleep since. Kirsty was my best friend, and I knew most of the others who died that day. Come on, voice, no wobbling. This past year, during the grieving and the counseling and the trying to make sense of it, I was haunted by the idea there was something more, something I didn't know about that I should be doing. So I talked to Kirsty's family and to her friends, and I found out that I wasn't alone thinking this way. I think she was way beyond a special kid. I think she was the second coming of the Messiah. I look up for a second. That got their attention. More than the usual sermon, girl. Bear with me. There are a lot of pieces to this puzzle, but they make one picture. Most of you don't know exactly what happened that day. I was there in the auditorium when Kyle started. I saw it all from backstage, peering behind a wall. I was hiding, but I could see. I told the cops, but I didn't tell the reporters because it wasn't their news to know. Kirsty climbed up the steps to the stage to him. I think she knew him from history class. She tried to talk him down. She was calm and talked real slow. Kyle, are you okay? Can I get you some tea, Kyle? I don't know what that was about, the tea, but he listened. She asked him what was wrong. He stared at her for a good 15 seconds, or bad 15 seconds. She said, Kyle, it gets better. Remember what they said, it gets better. He took a bullet out of his jeans and he raised one eyebrow at her. She turned around quick. He turned around quick and picked off a kid in the back. She took a step closer. He was big. She couldn't have taken him down. Kyle, she said, you can save some lives. You can stop now. I know you can. He looked at her. Please, God, don't let me lose it here. You're better than this, she said slowly, calmly, and he took another bullet out of his pocket and shot her. Breathe. Twice. Okay. Right after that, everyone left in the room realized there was no hope, I guess, and sprinted to the exits. Kyle reloaded as fast as he could and got 3 of us in the back, I hear. Every single person I talked to about Kirsty told me something I hadn't known before, something special she had said or done that felt otherworldly. The track meet, the last one of the season, the last one of Kirsty's life, where Springfield was tied with Mountainside and a thunderstorm closed it down, maybe for good. Kirsty did this unrain dance up and down the aisle of the bus where the team was waiting, high-fiving her relay team, singing, "I'm running on sunshine," instead of walking, spinning around and just being really silly. Then when the sun came out under those gray clouds, it looked pretty magical, and we won the county championship. When one of the freshmen was telling me about it, he said, "You know, she calmed the storm. It was all her." I see you, Reverend Henry, and your tapping fingers. I don't know if I believe that miracle or the one about how she healed two friends by recommending a wheat-free diet and their digestions improved immediately. Is that a miracle or a well-informed, caring person who read up on stuff to help her friends? The friends felt healed. That's the word they used. The rumpled sheets she left on Teddy's bed when her ghost stopped to visit. How do you explain that? Her mom's dream about baby Kirsty leaping in utero. And I know I got a message from her in a dream to tell a friend something that didn't mean a thing to me, but it meant a ton to him. I looked over at Edgar in the back, pleased that he'd shown up. Girl, you would have loved his smile right then. That I could tell him out of the blue, "Kirsty says you're welcome for the strep," which kept him home from school that day. I think it saved him from a lifetime of feeling guilty. But why is Camille looking at him too? Even Kirsty's dad had a weird coincidence when he was fishing up at Lake Serene. A Steller's jay, Kirsty's favorite bird, had been making a lot of noise near this one inlet, so Mr. Hall went to explore. He caught 7 fish in one evening, a personal best. And when he filleted one trout, a coin popped out when he removed the guts. A penny, no worse for wear. He looked at it, and the date on it was the year Kirsty was born. I mean, Jesus. Sorry. I think there have been enough weird, not quite miracles going on that maybe it's starting to add up to something. Meaning what? Was Kirsty someone extra holy, someone we should follow in a Jesus kind of way? I've prayed for clarity, for more info, and more people have told me about the love she showed them, the fulfillment she helped them attain. But more important than labels, extra holy girl, second coming, Messiah, Kirsty was about action. Her mother generously showed me some of Kirsty's writing, some of her favorite quotes, her musings. A lot were about religion. One stuck with me from a book we read in the youth group. Yahweh is definitely a verb form. We can take comfort in the certain knowledge that God is a verb, not a noun or an adjective. Kirsty had a to-do list. I think if we tackled that to-do list, we'd be doing the right thing, if it's the Messiah's or Kirsty's or if they're one and the same. I'm almost done, Reverend. You don't have to clear your throat. Let's love wastefully, another of her favorite quotes. Let's be a church that commits to fostering 15 kids a year, with foster parents and foster backup parents and foster carpoolers and foster aunts and uncles. Let's never refer to anyone as those people. Let's deliver meals to the hungry and help our town's restaurants never waste food. Let's read to the blind and visit prisoners. Let's tutor and babysit and figure out ways each child in Springfield can reach his or her full potential. Let's stop violence. Let's spend more time outside or create art and help our neighbors do that too. Let's remember that we're all better than this, whoever we are, and improve how we treat each other. That's just a start, but I think any of us could choose something from that list. And in the meantime, we can figure out who Kirsty really was while trying to be more like her. Amen. But Kirsty, after I finished and we were all at coffee hour, I saw Camille. She was talking to Edgar. I overheard, "Of course she didn't tell you," and I saw his face crumble. Do you think she will tell anyone else about that night with Jake? I never told anyone. Do you think it matters for the mission? It shouldn't, but what if it does? Should I have talked at all today or not? I miss you fiercely.